Hi, my name is Brene Brown, and I'm going to share my thoughts on courage and connection with you, which are keys to personal and professional success. We often chase a version of success that's loud and outward. It looks like a bigger title, a higher salary, a long list of achievements we can show off to the world. But I've learned that true, lasting success is quieter. It's an inner journey. It's the feeling of growth, the sense of purpose, and the knowledge that my life has meaning. I've found that two powerful forces guide me on this path. They are courage and connection. What is courage? The word might make you think of heroic, movie-like pictures, a firefighter running into a burning building, a soldier on a battlefield. And yes, that is a kind of courage we should look up to. But that's only a small part of the story. If we only think of courage as these big, epic acts, we make it seem impossible for most people. We start to believe it's only for a few special people, not for regular folks. I want to give you a different idea of what courage is. Courage isn't not being scared. Courage is feeling that fear, knowing it's there, and still moving forward anyway. It's being willing to show up and let yourself be seen even when you don't know what will happen. Pause. To better understand how courage shows up in our lives, it can help to think about its different forms. I found it useful to split it into 4 different but related types. Each one challenges us in a different way and helps us handle the mix of our personal and work lives. The first, and the most commonly understood, is physical courage. This is the bravery we see in rescuers, athletes who push past their limits, or anyone who faces danger to their body. It's about handling the fear of physical harm to protect ourselves or others. The second type is emotional courage. It's the willingness to face our own hard feelings, grief, shame, disappointment, joy. It takes huge emotional courage to sit with the discomfort, be vulnerable, and work through our inner world honestly. We are, by our very nature, social creatures. From the moment we're born, we're wired for connection. Our need to belong, to be seen, to be part of a tribe is not a weakness. It's a basic human need, as essential to our well-being as food and water. In a world that loves being independent and self-sufficient, it's easy to forget this truth. The truth is, nobody achieves anything important all by themselves. Connection is the hidden framework that supports our growth and success. Emotional support helps us face problems and bounce back. Connection helps us work together and come up with new ideas. Big ideas come from talking, different opinions, and shared energy. It reminds us that we matter. People with strong connections are happier, healthier, and live longer. Practicing vulnerability can feel like being under a bright spotlight, but it's the only way to build real relationships. Vulnerability is at the heart of meaningful human experiences. It's not about oversharing or just letting all your feelings out. It's about sharing your true self with people who have earned the right to hear your story. The first step is to start small and build trust, little by little. For example, sharing an honest opinion in a low-risk meeting. Admitting, "I'm a bit swamped with this project, could you help me think it through?" Or saying, "I'm having a tough week, and I really need someone to talk to." These small acts are like reps at the gym. They make your vulnerability muscle stronger. They show you're willing to be real and invite others to be real with you. Also, learn to be a good listener. The most powerful thing you can do is simply listen. Listen with understanding, without judging or trying to fix things right away. Helpful phrases. "That sounds incredibly hard. Thanks for trusting me with that." Be yourself consistently. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. Being authentic is an ongoing practice that builds lasting trust and loyalty. Fear is a feeling everyone has. It's a natural way our bodies keep us safe. But often we get stuck because we're scared of failing, of being judged, of being told no, or of not being good enough. The trick isn't to get rid of fear, but to keep going even when it's there. First step, say what your fear is. Give it a name and let it speak. Ask yourself about the worst-case stories. What proof do you have? What's more likely to happen? When you shine a light on scary thoughts, you often find they're much bigger than they should be or just based on guesses. Ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen and could I get through it? Most of the time, the answer is yes. And then fear loses its power. Start small. Being brave grows from doing little brave things again and again. If you're scared of talking in front of people, try saying something short in a meeting. If you're scared of meeting new people for work, try to have one good conversation. Connect your actions to a reason why, better chances, growing as a person, and making smarter choices when you speak up or apply for something. The workplace is super important for practicing courage and making connections. Courage means giving your all, speaking up with a new idea, even if it feels risky. Giving honest and helpful feedback. Owning up to mistakes and focusing on learning from them. Connection builds a safe space where it's okay to try new things and be creative. When we trust each other, we share half-baked ideas, ask for help, and challenge each other respectfully. This leads to better solutions and higher quality work. Build connections by asking questions and really listening. Offer help when someone needs it. Give credit for good work, both in front of everyone and in private. Imagine you want to suggest changing an old way of doing things. First, build connections. Get advice from a trusted coworker. With their support, gather the courage to present it to the team. Say, I know we've always done it this way, but I have an idea that might save us time. I'd love to hear what you all think. Brave and connected leaders create a culture where it's okay not to have all the answers. I don't know, but let's figure it out together. We've looked at the powerful pair of courage and connection as practical, life-changing skills. Courage is the engine that drives action when you're scared, physically, emotionally, morally, and socially. Connection gives us a sense of belonging and brings support, strength, and teamwork. They're in a good cycle. Being open builds connections that make us braver. You don't need a huge overhaul. Just start with one small step. It's not about becoming fearless overnight, but a little braver every day. It's not about 1,000 new friends, but about making one real connection deeper. Choose courage over comfort in a small moment. Every action is a vote for the person you want to become. So, I invite you to start today, right now. Pick a small act of courage, send that email, ask for help, or thank someone you care about. See how it feels. Notice your own bravery. Change starts with a quiet, purposeful step forward. Your path is paved with small moments of courage and connection. Start by taking one step, then another. You have the power to start this change. You can begin now.